Street Fighter 6. Fighting ground. One-on-one.
Time to select a stage.
Ginbu Temple.
Are they going to go with their main character?
All right, let's get it.
These two fighters are looking more than ready to lock horns. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Knockdown. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Surprises them with a drive rush. Knockdown. and the throw ends the round. Player 2 may have taken the first round, but you can be sure that there will be adjustments on both sides.
Round 2. Fight.
Studs lands a punish counter for the first hit. Puts one in the pocket. Checks them with a projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump. Player 1 needs to do... Will this super art connect? Player 1 goes for the super art? How's this round going to develop? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Well-timed corner switch. Knockdown. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Fires off and she's in there! Player 1 is making this look so easy.
Round 3. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. They both brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Grabs him, knockdown, and player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Smart play with the throw. And eats it. Player 1 will need to use their meter here wisely. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Flatline zone. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Hits him with a stop and bop. Brushes off the impact. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Trips him up. Grabs him. Was well in range to score the throw. Neither of them willing to back off here. Knockdown. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. The punish counter gives them a great opening here. Goes for it and puts them down with the impact. Player 1 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag.
Round 2. Fight.
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Checks with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Jump in, finds the mark. Takes a trip. Player 1 needs to deal with this. That parry may be just the catalyst they need. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 has the meter lead. Throws them to negate the block. Life lead opens up. A gutsy fireball gives them the round. Takes one back. Both sides bringing it now.
Round 3. Fight.
Whoa! Opens up with a super art. Did they see an opening? How's this going to shake out? Great work finding the opening. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Back throw for the side switch. Combo with the target combo. Scrapping it out up close. A thunderous drive impact to close the round. Player 1 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on?
Round 4. Fight.
Goes for it all, hits him with a stop and bop. Goes in on the impact for nothing. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Punish is there with the drive impact, really laying on the pressure. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. The throw missed. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Misses the grab. There's a change of sides. This Shin Hashogeki is gonna sting. Both fighters fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Player one is working with not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. What's next? Player two is what a finish! No hype man needed. This is the final round.
Final round. Fight!
Loads up a buff? Jumps? That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Hits them with the counter throw. Taking chunks out of each other here. Both fighter throws them. Amazing! This could lead to some big damage. A jump in? Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Charges up the plasma. Oh, here we go. What a statement with that fire explosions. They are done. Player two comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Throws them. Hits them with a stopping bomb. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. A drive impact. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Trips them up. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Big counter. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Drive gauge finally recovers. Parries the attack. Taking stock. Player one can't use any more. Burnout activates. Player one has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have KO! Player one wins the first round, but they'll need to stick to their game plan in order to win.
Round two. Fight!
A brave forward jump there to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, it takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player two has the life advantage. Time to sit on the lead. Player one has the meter lead. Okay, creating some space here. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, easy tech. Bops him with a target combo. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player one has a super ready. Can they capitalize on this chance? Takes in the throw. Takes one back. Both sides bringing it now.
Round three. Fight!
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Will this super art connect? Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Combo with the target combo. In a dire situation, they can't afford KO. Player one is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on?
Round four. Fight!
Jones with the fireball. Hits them with a stopping block. Were they baiting them into that? Backs away. Not about that BFF life. Burnout activates. A quick breather. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Shinku Hadouken! They exchange blows. Ooh, what a smart blow! Risky up-close scrap still going. Shin Hashogeki! This could be flatline zone. The fighters have matched each other blow for blow. This fight will be decided in this final round.
Final round. Fight.
Drive impact misses. Final round. Knocked him out of the air. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Still slugging it out at this range. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage.
Hit that with confidence.
Oh, the throw connects. Target combo into, connects with the throw. Backs off. Close range projectile. Gets the counter hit. There's a burnout. Player one can't use any drive-through, giving him food for thought. Player one clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Fighting ground. One-on-one.
What stage will they choose? Are they going to go with their main character?
All right, let's get it. All right, I'm ready. All right, let's get it. All right, I'm ready.
Open those shutters. We're ready to fight. What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
This will be a good fight.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player two with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Shoots off a fireball up close. As it goes for the super art? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Whiffs the throw. Life lead opens up. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure.
Pay attention.
Player two gets him. Player two may have taken the first round, but you can be sure that there will be adjustments on both sides.
Round two. Fight.
A brave forward jump there to start. Grabs him, closes the gap for the grab. That's how you do it. When you've got that super art gauge, you've just gotta use it.
This is my
We are
chance.
near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out? Saw them sweating against the wall and gets in the throw.
Round three. Fight.
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 has a slight life lead that they fires off the Shinku Hadouken. With the impact. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Player 1 has an empty drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 is not in a good place health-wise, but with a super art in play, it's still not over. Risky up-close scrap still going. A real test of nerves here. They're recovered. Any throw with what a finish. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Big counter. Throws them to negate the block. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. No more drive gauge.
This is my
Back throw for the side switch. Neither goes for the super art. Knockdown. Just out of range for that throw. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out to come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player 2 must feel very confident going into the later rounds after that win.
Fight.
A brave forward jump there to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Checks with the projectile. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 1 has the meter lead. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Whiffs the throw. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 1 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. A quick breather. Scrapping it up closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 2 is feeling it. Match point.
Round 3. Fight.
Immediate jump in.
This is my
Big throws. Gets out of there with the backdash. Jumps up. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Going in. The overhead connects. Smart play with the throw. Player 2 needs this.
Shin Hashogaki is gonna sting.
KO. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Bops him with a target combo. Decides to go in with the target combo. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Life lead opens up. Goes for the drive rush there. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Experiencing burnout. Uses the target in there. Player 1 must feel very confident going into the later rounds after that win.
Round 2. Fight.
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Knockdown. So they break forward to goes for the super art? Taking stock. Bops him with a target combo. Throws him to negate them. Experiencing burnout. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Takes one back. Both sides bringing it now.
Round 3. Fight.
A brave forward jump there to start. They get the super art confirmed. How is this round going to develop? Projectile to try and change the situation. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 1 is in burnout, drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player 1 chases them down. Box them with a target combo. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 1 holding on to that corner goes for the Shin Hashogeki. KO! Player 2 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on?
Round 4. Fight.
Immediate jump in. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Who'll gain control of the match in the early going? Player 1 has the meter lead. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. The low kick hits. Oh, the throw connects. Fires off the Shiku. What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.